everybody, I want to wheeze them here. It is Sunday, October 24th, 2015. I mentioned this in the Pac-Man Amiibo unboxing, and I've mentioned it in several of the Skylanders, that unbeknownst to you, on the flip side of the pool table, there is an armada of Amiibo, and it ranges from new, old, recent, everything in between, and slowly trying to make some progress here. What we're going to do now, you can kind of see it there, the bottom of your screen, a little teaser if you will, and you might be able to guess based on what we have thrown here onto the pool table. We're going to take a look at Dr. Mario. Now, Dr. Mario, he is exclusive to Target here in the US, at least at this point in time, $12.99. Crazy thing is, he's actually been restocked decently. So, I was able to get him early on. I was pretty proud of myself. And then, of course, it turns out he's not that hard to get. So, that's it. I don't really care because he's awesome. My nephew also picked one up. Again, for those of you that don't know, he is actually a playable character in Super Smash Bros. So, if you haven't played the game on the 3DS or the Wii U, you can literally play. It's not a skin, it's a standalone character. So, pretty cool deal. Again, if you remember back to Dr. Mario, kind of like a Mario spin-off of Tetris. Actually a pretty fun game. There's even some Luigi versions of that, but this is a good look at your packaging. Again, $12.99. If you're looking for one of these, you don't have a Target in your area, you're not a fan of your local store, readily available online pretty much every time I've checked, including right before we started filming this. So, on the back side, again, that's your NFC area on your gamepad that you tap in. If you've got a new 3DS, it goes on your touchscreen area. And if you're like me with the old school 3DS, you have to buy the little $19.99 Power Puck accessories. So, or if you just want to display it, you can forego the extra expense or trouble. That was beautiful, was it not? But anyway, what we want to do here, there's Dr. Mario. There he is in game again. That is not a skin. It's not like you just cycle through the color options on Mario. That is Dr. Mario. Note the pill going up against Wario there. That is an Amiibo I don't have. I think I'm going to want to pick it up. So anyway, Battle with Amiibo and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. And who knows what all else. But we'll go ahead and cut this thing open. Clear off some space on the back side of the pool table. Basically, so I can unload the packaging and so I can actually play pool without having to spend, an hour moving everything. Doesn't really take that long, but people ask me that all the time. Do you actually play pool? And the answer is yes. People seem to think it takes forever to move this. It does not. I've done it many times. I've actually gotten pretty good at it now. Why do you have to open them if you want to use them? Well, Nintendo puts that little foil strip in there that blocks all ways for you to communicate. Now, these are fairly easy to open, as you can see here. If we just fold that back up, well, I bent it down nicely, but if you fold it back up, you could kind of piece it back together. The figure would cover that in theory. If you want to do that, just pull this off and keep it sealed in the box or reseal the box. You can do that. Again, me personally, the boxes are cool, but in my opinion, I want to be able to use them, and I want them out for display purposes as well. So all you have to do here, the 45-degree bend, slide it down. Now the Amiibo, one of the nice things about them, pretty much every one I've unboxed just slides right out, just little puck style. So we'll take that, set it down, and here we go. So this is Dr. Mario. Again, these kind of tell their own story. I don't feel the need to kind of spend, our usual Skylander time on it, but what we've got Mario, a very businessy look, kind of a sinister business. It doesn't look like a doctor you would want to. It's not what you would think when you say Dr. Mario, like you'd picture this fun, colorful waiting room. No, he looks to be in full-on sinister brawl mode right here. So, or should I say Super Smash Bros. Mode for Ethan. But again, he looks ready for a brawl. He looks ready for a fight. And then after that, he might be a pretty solid doctor for you. Get rid of the viruses, if you will. But he's got the stethoscope around the neck. Again, actually surprisingly decent detail on there. Note the ear clamps, so they're even padded, so you can listen to your heartbeat, I suppose. Medical stuff, not my thing, but whatever that is. Spotlight, metal saucer, who knows. He's got some medicine here for you, red and blue. The colors really pop. It's kind of more of a pale blue here, kind of a sky blue, kind of more in line with like Yarn Yoshi, a little bit darker of a blue. But it looks very nice, and again, it pops because of the doctor's coat that he's wearing. He's got 2 pockets, the button here, he's even got a tie on. It's a lot of times it's little things. I think the eyebrows being black really kind of raise the sinister level up a bit. I suppose they are here too, but again, you can kind of get the feel for it. Again, it's also odd seeing him without his hat on. I had to go back to like Mario 64 type stuff. But spinning around here, again, the headband there in black, kind of the little hair popping up in the back, seam down the back of the jacket. Got some brown boots on, that's stereotypical white or gray cuffs, maybe as the pants are just rolled up a little bit. And of course right here on the bottom side, Amiibo. That is your puck where the NFC everything is. Gold base, standard for the stuff that's intended to be used with Super Smash Bros. And that is about that. Again, Target exclusive here in the US, at least initially. That may change later on. But for the time being, $12.99. If you don't have a Target or your store doesn't have them because of scalpers or employees holding them back or whatever it may be, Target.com is your friend. Check with relatives. Again, not too hard to find, at least not yet. My advice, if you want them or you intend to give them as a gift, act now, save yourself a headache later. That said, again, pretty cool looking figure. He's going to just be something neat to kind of have on display. I encourage you to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Leave a like. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. SkylanderClub.com. If you scroll down there to the Nintendo section, we've got a pretty extensive Amiibo thread going down. A couple of threads on Amiibo, actually. So be sure to check that out. That said, doctor's orders. Leave a like, subscribe, and check back for the next Amiibo unboxing, which is coming very, very soon.